Welcome back to Alan Vince's Sports Talk. What has it been, like a couple weeks?
I mean, we do it every other week, so I
Well,
mean,
technically. But, what do we got? Today, we did have the Ravens win yesterday. Joe Burrow hurt. We have Mark Andrews out for the season. But today, we're gonna begin with a little bit of NBA talk with the Golden State debacle with Draymond Green. Um, as we know, a couple days ago, Draymond Green did put Rudy Gobert in a WWE slash like MMA headlock, and it all got chaotic and real quick. And Draymond is now serving a 5-game suspension as of yesterday. Um, as a fan, I'm not happy. And Draymond tends to do these suspensions a lot, and after we've told him specifically numerous amount of times that it's just making us look bad too. I know you're the guy that like trash talks on our team and the guy that defends us like that, but like you gotta do it more like respectfully. But like also he needs to stop arguing with the refs a lot. Like that's another thing that Draymond's gotta stop doing. But as of right now, Golden State has lost 5 in a row. I can't really say anything bad because I don't know what's up with Steph, but maybe just rest that he needs. And Clay shooting absolutely terribly yesterday, 1 for 10, and now Draymond on a 5-game suspension, which realistically should be a lot longer than that. It's just not looking good. Starting 6-2, and then now 6-7, but it's a long season. You got a long way to go. But as a fan, that's not. It doesn't make us look good, and make us look not professional. That's what I got, but it's not. Next time, just try to do stuff more appropriately. That's all I can say. What do you got on it?
I think the 5 game is fine. It's not like he, like, absolutely destroyed the guy. He put him in a headlock was unprofessional, but
Still shouldn't be doing that.
I know,
This
but
isn't
it's
WWE
also
or UFC, bro.
Clay should take some of the blame too. He was instigating that whole fight, so not saying it's his fault, but Clay should be
No,
like,
it's all Draymond's fault. Clay was. I don't know what Clay was doing, but Draymond caused it. Clay's not saving the suspension. He is.
I know, but Clay started the fight. Like he was,
That's true. But,
so
at the end of the day, Draymond
I know.
made himself look dumb. And not to mention, I think he's our best defender, in my opinion. But, not having him now, like, I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty bad. Now Golden State's on a 5-game losing streak. They have a rematch against the Thunder Saturday night at 8:30. Hopefully Steph can be back, so we can start going on a win streak because you can't. I know it's early and it's only 14 games into it, or 13 games, whatever. But you can't continue to consistently lose games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. You can't just yeah, Golden State is gonna be that contending team, and falling five behind is not what you want from that caliber of a team. You expect them to at least, yeah, give them like a 2-game break, but like they gotta produce some wins because like you keep getting used to losing 3, 5, 2 in a row, then that's gonna build up.
Exactly. Not to mention, you started off 6-2. You started hot. You started playing well. And now you've lost 5 games in a row. And you're absolutely right, Vince. You can't continue to keep losing games consistently and expect to, like, go on a tear. Like, someone told me yesterday, like, it's November. Like, the NBA goes till June. Because the finals are in June. So it is a long season. But you're 100% correct. You cannot continue to lose games consistently and not pick up any W's. Because at some point, they need to start going on a win streak. Like you can't. You start hot and then you start getting down to cold. 6-2 is great, but if you lose 5 games in a row, that doesn't really help you. But it's early, and I know Golden State's gonna be fine, but they need to start winning games starting Saturday for sure. Because this can't continue, or else they're gonna be in trouble. But it's early, so we can't say anything yet.
Do you think you expect them to win on against the Thunder?
They didn't win against them last night. But I mean, I want Steph back. I don't know. Maybe this is rest or something. I don't know what the issue is. That's probably what it is. But we could use Steph back on Saturday for sure. I mean, we need him back.
Well, he is the key part of the team. Like he keeps them together. So
exactly, we definitely could use Steph back for sure. I think they could, but I mean, if Clay shoots the way he shot last night, then I don't see it. Clay shot terribly last night, 1 for 10. Like that was awful. And at halftime, they were down by 7, and then they started making a comeback. They were down by like 18, and then they went down by 7 at half, and then things just went backwards after that. So,
I mean, let's hopefully they can start something rolling back. I know the Celtics have been,
doing their thing like always.
So I'm not expecting them to have a huge dip, but sprinkle a couple losses there is per usual, but keeping the streak going. We got AD looking a little beat up now. I mean, wouldn't be surprised if he goes on the IR. I mean, he's got another hip issue. I know LeBron. I know they had a bad game a couple games ago. So hopefully, I mean, you'd love to see that LA team do something, especially before Brown retires.
No, for sure. Oh, no, I think that, I mean, we can't really, like, that stuff's, like, kind of hard for sure. But, like, I mean,
if AD can stay healthy, I mean, that team could be good. Not saying LeBron does it all by his own, but
let's be honest here, he kind of
does.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What else is there?
Not really much NBA talk.
At least we got that out of the way.
So hopefully the Golden State can find their rhythm again.
I'm sure they're gonna be fine. They just need to start on a win streak.
Not even a win streak, just picking up games, not letting it go that to an extent of 5 games.
Yep.
Well, MLB season wrapped up a couple weeks ago. The awards starting to come out this week. I know we had the Cy Young 2 nights ago.
Yeah, Garrett Cole on the Yankees and Blake Snell on the Padres.
I mean,
so
Blake Snell, sneaky one. I mean, he not really hearing his name tossed up around the season, putting up good stats. Padres not really, the team that you want him to be.
There's a lot of rumors that Soto can get traded to.
I mean, his contract, yeah, that was like you buy him, like you're just renting him for the year to see if they can.
I mean, there's a lot of teams that are interested in him. I know that the Yanks are too, but I don't know yet. I mean, it's the biggest question is Ohtani for sure. Like that's everybody's question. Like, where is he gonna go? Like, I've heard that he loves Boston. That's what I've heard. Because like the person owns like some type of brand down there that he likes or whatever. But like he fell in love with Boston. He likes it.
New Balance headquarters.
Yeah. But they're like I feel like he wants to go somewhere where he wants to win. Well, that's where he wants to go. Basically, he doesn't want to go to a team that sucks. So
on the managing side, he is he's gonna be a hitter this year, this coming year.
That's it. Yeah.
And then a picture the following year. I would say the biggest risk of giving him a big contract is his like longevity. Like you can't get him what? What do you say is a big like an 8-year deal? Is big like he gets TJ another time like, and then he can't hit either. So it's like you lose. The value of the player you have is 2 people, and then if you lose the picture, you lose the hitter. So it's just like. It's going to be tough. I mean, he's definitely worth the money, but hopefully he can stay healthy because that guy has a show to watch.
No, for sure. I don't know, but like... Well, I think we know that he's not going back to the Angels. I mean...
Yeah, his contract was short, so Trout's staying, but...
Well, Trout's not going anywhere. We knew that. The biggest question is where is Ohtani going to land? I mean, there's a lot of spots he could land. I mean,
it's just who's gonna pay.
Who's gonna pay him the money.
I'm sure there's a number out there for him already. So they're
I
probably
don't
just
know.
waiting for him to have this. Did he already have the surgery? Or,
Yeah, I think.
so
But he won't be pitching until next year,
yeah, so
until 2025. So we won't see him on the mound for a while.
but he still got one of the best hitting stats. So
Yeah, it's not like
that's why he won the
that's
MVP.
not like that's not gonna stop him.
So,
So
yeah,
you just won't see him on the pitcher's mound. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's the biggest question in this offseason. Like, where is he gonna land? Like we know that he wants to go to a contender. We obviously know that's the case. There's no way he's just gonna go to a team that isn't a contender. That's what he wants to do. The question is who's gonna give him the money. So, but it's early. It's November. So off season, winter meetings and stuff coming up in December. So we got time. But by the start of this spring training, he's gonna be somewhere. The question is when and where and how.
Well, he's definitely gonna get picked up. So I mean, won the MVP, which is great. I mean,
Cunha
deserved
did
it.
Cunha did it in the NL.
I know. Cunha deserved it too. Comeback year.
Oh yeah.
Did a whole carried the Braves basically after losing some key parts. I mean, not really mad about the MVP. I mean, yeah, that's what it is. Also, Oakland no longer a team. No longer the Oakland A's. Las Vegas A's.
Moved to that's their new name.
I don't know.
Who
Hope
knows
not.
what their new name's gonna be?
I mean, it's
but
probably
they
gonna
moved
keep
to
the
Las
Athletics.
Vegas for sure. Yeah.
Because it has such a history on it. I don't know if they're gonna. I doubt they're gonna change it. But new color scheme, hopefully.
Maybe.
I mean, the green unis are iconic, but I don't think green goes in Las Vegas.
No, I don't think that's gonna suit them for sure.
So we'll see what happens. Still gonna be the team that they were this year. So just a name change. Hopefully, new ownership. Hopefully, I mean, it's still still the same owner, just different location. Gotta feel bad for Oakland. I mean, lost the Raiders, lost Athletic. Gotta keep the Thunder going, I guess. So.
Who knows?
Oh no, not the Thunder.
But I don't know. I don't really care. But to be honest with you.
Whatever, but feel bad.
What do we got? What else?
I can go into NFL news already. So.
All right.
Well, big night last night for Baltimore. Keeping the wins alive. That division, good division out there.
Yeah.
Cincy's trying to crawl back. Burrow, questionable. I'm guessing his status is right now. I wouldn't say out, but it could very likely be heading towards that.
Mhm.
I mean, that division was a good division overall. I mean, after the Browns are probably out of it now. Pittsburgh has been meh. I mean, they're probably not. Hopefully they can stay over 500, keep Mike Tomlin happy.
Mhm.
Lamar doing his thing, hitting his core. I know Beckham's trying to light that spark in him again. Mark Andrews, though, unfortunate loss for them with an ankle. It's going to hurt the dynamic of the field, but I think Lamar's just going to keep slinging it like he does. And then since he has to, find that rhythm again, if they want to go back to the championship.
Since he has dropped to 5-5, and with Joe Burrow hurt and stuff like that, and
so I don't know if you're going to see the Bengals
that doesn't
or
really
Bills.
help. Nah, Bengals and Bills.
That matchup again. I mean, I know Bills just went 5-5, right?
Yeah.
After the
Bills got the Jets this week, so that'll be interesting. I don't know. I just feel like Cincy has to figure it out. But if Burrow's out for long term and that's that serious, then they're in trouble.
Yeah, I don't know who the backup is at Cincy.
I don't even remember his name, but he went in last night. I don't even care.
Yeah. So I mean, tough loss. Cincy being called at Baltimore.
So good for the Ravens getting to 8-3.
Mm.
So. Still staying strong, still doing their thing. So OBJ had a good game too, which was good to see. I like to see a little bit more Zay Flowers though. Like, BC guy, I would love to see him get a little bit more targets, but other than that, the Ravens are rolling. So I think that as we're moving on.
Well, yeah. Well, in the same division, Watson out for the whole year.
Yes,
Big
Watson
loss for
the Browns.
because especially the contract he had. It's like, what is going on?
Who knows? Steelers are at the Browns this week as we speak, so.
I have no idea who to pick on. I'm probably. We'll
When
save
we
it
do
for the picks,
when we
but
save it for the picks, that'll be a good game to pick, though.
going east of that, Bills, dropping 5-5. The team wants to start something new. You fire the Bills OC, I guess. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with the Bills. I mean, I don't think is Josh Allen underperforming or is the team underperforming? Because it's really it's easy to pin the quarterback on this thing, but
I know, but I've always been telling you this for like I don't know how long that he's not the answer. Like,
this is not true.
Dude,
Josh Allen is
the ball over way too much, bro. And if he could just stop doing that, he'll be fine.
Josh Allen is the key to the Bills.
If
future.
he is, then he's not showing it, and he turns the ball over and lets his team down. That's why they're 5-5. If you could stop turning the ball over, like the other day against the Broncos, you turned the ball over 3 times and a half, bro. You're not gonna win a game if you turn the ball over 3 times and a half. You're just giving the team other chances to score, bro.
Man.
When you have momentum.
They're letting Russ cook.
Wilson played well. If the Broncos win this week, I think they're 500. Next week, if they win.
First time in a long time.
Mm-hmm. And they're hanging in there. But I don't know. I just feel like Allen, there's something wrong with Allen. But he needs to, his key to being successful is to stop turning the ball over. But what else we got?
I mean, we'll go through this to the picks, but Stafford's probably going to return playing against the Seahawks. He had a little thumb issue last week, so, I don't know. Rams, I mean, they're in there, but they're not, so.
They're in the middle.
So, and plus, how long Stafford's going to play? I've always been thinking about this. Like, he's been in the league a long time. Like, I've always, he's just been in the league. Like, so.
Then, he decides to throw him the towel.
Man, whenever that is, but the New England situation, I mean, that's a whole mess over here. But I mean, people say, "Oh, they're gonna fire Bill Belichick." I'm like, I do not think so. That dude's got a contract up until next year. I mean, you might as well keep him. He's still a good coach. I just think that the team structure isn't the same as what it used to be. Like, you can't have the same routine that you did, like, whenever you guys had the dynasty. Like, it's different set of players, different mindset. And, I mean, especially when you don't have that powerful QB presence, a lot of it just trickles down. So
I know what you're saying, but it's not. It's 50-50. It's not all, but at the same time, though, you could say that, but it's not all of Mac Jones' fault, though.
Well, I'm not saying, like, you can't.
Like, not everything that happens on that offense
but he still makes
fault.
questionable decisions. Like, the offense is still all over the place.
He doesn't have an offensive line, bro. Their Patriots are, like, ranked last in offensive line, I'm pretty sure.
The Patriots are ranked last in everything.
They're not the Giants, buddy. I'm sorry. The Giants are ranked last in everything. And the Patriots are ranked last in the offensive line, saying the Giants are a close second. Not a close second, they are. If he had an actual offensive line that could block for him, then he'd be successful, bro. But, like, you can't just blame the whole thing on Mac. It's really not his fault. But, hey, you have your own opinion. I have my own opinion. Like people are hating on him because of some decisions, but it's not all of his fault. Like, you got to be the bigger picture here. Like, if he had a line that could block for him more than 2 seconds, he'd be successful. But that's with anyone, but especially them, because their offensive line isn't really that good. But, yeah, the New England situation's a little tough. They're 2-8, and so are the Giants, so it's not like we're not in the same boat. I mean, as of right now, I think New England has, the fourth or third pick and I think the Giants have the second as of right now. I think. I don't know what the status is. I haven't checked it in a little while, but I think that there's some problems, but like I mean, like there's nothing you can really say other than the fact that to be successful in the NFL, like for at least for my team, like New England's had success for such a long time, so I can't even say anything about them. They had a dynasty for like over, I don't know, what is it, how many years? Like I can't even name it because it went on forever. Like if you don't have a successful offensive line that can block for you to give your quarterback time in the pocket, or a successful pass rush and a good quarterback, you're not going to be successful. It's simple. So I'm sure that both teams have their own issues to handle, but it's just a question of what's going to happen and where and how's it all going to turn out. That's all I really got. Basically, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably going to start looking for coaches around. I don't see Bill Belichick staying until after next year.
We'll see what happens.
It's going to be a turning point, so be excited to see.
It'll be interesting, for sure. I mean...
But we can go into some... Well, before you do our picks, we can do some college football talk. You've been following? I know BC just lost to Pitt.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But
I don't know, man. I mean, BC was playing well. They won like what, 5-6 games in a row, and they were playing well. And then last night they lost. I didn't realize they played till last night until a friend told me. So I guess that was surprising because I'm usually used to seeing them play on like Friday, like Saturday, and occasionally on a Friday. But yeah, BC ended up losing to Pitt, 24-18.
Yeah, but some interesting matchups coming up. I know Georgia versus Tennessee. Even though Georgia's I still like to see the Volunteers do something. Louisville versus Miami. I mean, I think that's gonna be a good game. Definitely tune into that. And UNC versus Clemson. It's a good matchup. I always like seeing Clemson play, especially against UNC. And Georgia takes number 1 spot over Ohio State. I mean, not really complaining, but it's like...
Come on, dude. Like,
I mean,
we all know that Georgia's on top, bro. Come on.
I don't know. Well, we'll see.
You could stick with the Ohio State. That's your team. That's your team. I'm not gonna say it, but you know, at the end of the day, the Bulldogs are on top, buddy. So
we'll see. But Ohio State been on a tear recently, so.
Man, no, I'm not saying. I didn't say the Buckeyes weren't playing well. That's not what I said. I'm just saying the Bulldogs are on top. But yet again, we'll see what happens once, everything comes around. But yeah,
speaking of Ohio State, in that division, Michigan, whole Michigan scandal going on.
Oh yeah.
They fired the guy. Harbaugh. Suspended 3 games.
Accepted it. Yep.
He accepted. So, I mean, that could fall on his 1,000th win. Like, that'd be crazy. 1,000 wins. Imagine that. That's crazy. That's even possible.
That's a successful career, dude. That's a really good career.
He's in the Hall of Fame already. But, I mean, people say, like, how can you blame him? Like, he knew what was going on. Like, you can't say, well, he wasn't doing it, but, like, he knew everything.
He also can't cheat, though.
That's so it's like...
They'll catch you for
he's still gonna... He's only can't be on the sideline during game time. I'm like, that's not really a suspension. Like, he's still going to be there at practices and the walkthrough. Like, he's not going to be not part of that team for 3 games. So, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, they got rid of the guy that was doing it, and I just know they got to be more sneaky next time. So,
Yep. Or just don't do it at all.
well, you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So, just not, like, going to games and, like, taping the other team sideline.
No.
Not trying to do a
No,
a Patriots, So whatever.
Of course. But yeah, anything else?
Not much coming out of college football. I know the Bruins been
Bruins
going to town
rolling.
recently,
Mm-hmm.
so hopefully they see him do good. I mean, not asking for a repeat of last year, but
Hey,
give a little
man.
hope.
Everyone thought after they lost last year that this would be a downfall year with losing Bergeron and everything like that, but not realizing that they have Pasternak and those guys and stuff. So, but they're fine. They're rolling. They're doing the same thing. They're playing well. They got off to a really hot start, and look where they are right now. But yeah, like I said, in the NBA, NHL, same thing. 82 game season is a long season, so we have a long way to go in both of those sports.
Gotta keep the head straight and move forward.
Exactly.
So, well, let's get into some picks. Wrap it up from here. We got Cincinnati, Baltimore already happened. We got Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Good game. I mean, Pittsburgh been struggling a little bit. Cleveland out with their quarterback.
What's that guy's name? Something Brown is his last name. Is the quarterback? No, PJ Walker.
Is Walker?
Yeah.
Is he starting? I thought it was gonna be the other guy. I don't know. PJ Walker, maybe in. At Cleveland at the doghouse.
It's gonna be a really good game.
I think Pittsburgh takes this one.
Pittsburgh's playing pretty well. I'm going Pittsburgh here. Cleveland's down their starting quarterback, and I think Pittsburgh's playing hot. Although Cleveland just come off a big win against the Ravens last week. And Pittsburgh took care of business against the Packers. That game was crazy because Green Bay was going down, and they had a chance to walk it off against the Steelers, and the Steelers got a game-sealing interception.
Chicago at Detroit. I mean, come on.
I think this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, DC
And
gonna just pound on
they
them.
picked this yesterday on Tiger Talk. Remember how bad that was? They picked the Lions, Bears, and the Giants Commanders yesterday. Remember that?
Yeah, so, I mean, Detroit's just gonna pound them. I
yeah,
mean,
well,
no
I'm going
shame
Detroit
about it.
all day. That's not even.
I think Justin Fields is still out.
Who knows? I don't really pay attention to the Bears, if I'm being honest.
Chargers at Green Bay.
Oh,
So
Chargers.
I
for
think
sure.
Chargers gonna take this one, even though it's gonna be a little cold in Green Bay.
Oh, when is it not cold in Green Bay?
I mean, Chargers nice warm weather, but let's see what they're gonna do to Green Bay. I'm gonna take Los Angeles in this one. So Vegas versus Miami at Miami. Actually, I think Miami owns that division, so I think it's gonna pound on them. Like they're gonna put up some points, offense heavy. I mean, Vegas coming off a good win though, so
See,
gotta
taking
keep
Miami for sure.
Yeah, Miami's gonna just pound them. Giants at Washington. I mean, you can see this going away, but the Washington has been really good against their divisional teams. So
The thing about Washington is they're 4-6. The worst thing you could be is mediocre, meaning you could be 500. If I were Washington, well, obviously it's too late now, but when they were like in the middle, and like hanging in there like they are now, the worst thing you could possibly be is mediocre, which means you'd get like a 15th to like 16th pick or like in the 20s for picks. So like they're gonna be in that type of range, unless if they lose. Like, I'm not saying losing games on purpose, because they're not. But I'm saying is that's the worst you could be. I mean, right now that's not gonna change anything because we're 11 weeks in, so that's not gonna really do anything. But the Giants are just. I have no words for the Giants other than the fact that I don't even think. It's just like the little things and stuff. So I'm going Commanders here. The Giants are awful. They're gonna lose again. I don't even think they're gonna win a game the rest of the year, to be honest.
well, hopefully Sam Howell could keep his going, trying to prove
I
himself.
think he's gonna be fine.
So I got Washington on that one. Dallas at Carolina. Come on.
I can't stand Dallas, but I'm obviously gonna pick them because
Yeah,
the
they're gonna
Panthers are not
pound 'em.
beating Dallas.
Unless they choke like Arizona, but
We'll see.
whatever. Dallas on that one. Tennessee at Jacksonville. I think it's a pretty good game to pick.
Tennessee is not playing well, and they're 3-6. So
I mean-
I'll take Jacksonville here any
I
day.
don't know. Well,
At,
Levis.
at Jacksonville, I'm taking this for sure.
I don't know. I'd like to see. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence been doing good, even though they put 3 on the 49ers. But
Well, the Niners needed that game, and they came in with a plan, and they executed it. They were they lost 3 games in a row, and then they came in with a plan saying, hey, you cannot lose this week against Jacksonville. You need this win. And they went in, they teared it up, and they just routed the Jaguars like that. So Niners feeling better now that they've got back on the win column. 6-3. Right with Seattle in the division. So it'd be interesting to see what the Niners and Seahawks in the NFC West, and the Rams sort of there. But right now it's the battle with the West between the Niners and Seahawks. So for Jacksonville, I'm taking them on this game for sure because they're gonna win now.
I think I'm gonna take Tennessee. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tennessee with the upset on the road in Jacksonville.
Yep.
I don't know, man. We'll come back in a couple weeks when we do this, and it'll be like, that wasn't really the right pick, dude. Jacksonville, they might have came off of a blown-out loss, but this game they should take care of for sure. I mean, yeah, you could say that, but then when you go in the game, they just don't. But I'm taking Jacksonville here for sure. Bounce back win.
Arizona at Houston. So.
Oh, well, I think this one's a no-brainer,
yeah,
too. I think Houston's going to go off.
C.J. Stroud has been amazing.
Yeah,
so.
He's proven his point. He's playing well. He had back-to-back really good weeks, and I think he could have back-to-back, especially when he's playing Arizona. But
good to see Texans going out there. So.
Although Kyler did come back, which was interesting last week, but I still think Houston's taking this. That's a no-brainer. We got Tampa Bay at San Francisco.
I mean, San Fran just put almost a 40-piece
Put up 33 on the Jags in San Francisco. Bucks are
all right, but
they're hanging.
It's at San Fran, so you can't.
They're hanging right now. I think they're.
You can't bet against the San Fran at home. So.
No, I don't think that I would do that at all. What is the Bucks even record? That's my question. I think they're like, what? They're like in it, sort of.
Not really. I mean, that division's kind of. That's more going.
The division's weak. That's the division with what? Bucks, Saints, Vikings, and the Panthers, right?
No, the Vikings are not in that division.
No, they're in the North.
Yeah.
With the
Is Texans in that division?
No, Texans are in the AFC, bro. But yeah, I'm taking Niners at home.
Me too. We got Jets at Bills. So I mean, you got to see the Bills winning this one. But I would not be surprised if the Jets come out and do a sleeper on them.
I'll take the.
Take the Jets. Take the Jets. Take them for the upset.
No, I'm going the Bills here.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm not. I feel like if the Bills need a win, they need to win this week. They can't lose this game this week. If they do, they're in trouble. So, they need to win desperately. We got Seattle and Los Angeles.
At LA. I think Seattle could pull this one off, even though we lost to the Rams first week of the year. But, I mean, Stafford, he's probably coming back. If he's not playing, then we definitely won. But if Stafford's back, then it'll be a tougher game. But I just want our team just doesn't score in the red zone. Like, we'll get there and then won't get a tutty. Like, it's like we need to put those 6 points up instead of settling for a field goal. Or even with Geno just throwing the ball to the other team. So, we've been getting there, but it's just we haven't been able to close. So, defense is looking great. Receivers doing their job, so.
I'll take Seattle here.
Yeah, I'm going to take Seattle. Minnesota at Denver. Could be an interesting game. I mean,
football.
Denver coming up from the trenches. Minnesota can get a relived experience with Josh Dobbs. I mean,
he's not been playing bad, actually, when he's been there. Since he's went to Minnesota, he's been playing all right.
So, I mean, good game. I mean, it's at Denver, Mile High.
It's gonna be an interesting game. If Denver wins, they'll be 500.
Minnesota's like.
Who are you going with?
I'm going to take Minnesota with the upset over Denver this week, actually. I know that sounds a little gutty, but gutsy. Sorry. But that'll be interesting for sure. Well, this game, has to be the game of the week. Monday Night Football rematch.
I'll take Denver, by the way.
Oh, my fault. This game has to be the game of the week. Not even
Game of the year, maybe.
It could be. It depends. I said it was going to be a slobber knocker yesterday on Tiger Talk, but here we go. Rematch of the Super Bowl last year. Eagles 8-1 at the 7-2 Chiefs. Hurts against Mahomes rematch. I mean, this game's going to be lit. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people tuning into this game on Monday night. Like, this is what people wanted to see when it got put on the NFL schedule before the season even started. So set your calendars for Monday Night Football this Monday. We got the Eagles and the Chiefs. So what do we got, Vince?
I mean, I think the way Kansas has been playing, and it's at Arrowhead. I think Kansas has this game. As much as I like seeing Philly have success, I think Kansas has to win. I think has their game all over, and plus if T Swift makes it, there, Travis Thompson dropping 3 points.
I don't really care
tutties.
about that situation though. That's the thing. It's like everybody's like, oh wow, who cares about that? But like, honestly, okay. Well, I just got something from one of my teachers that said Eagles +3. Okay. Holding to that. But I honestly got I got Kansas here for sure. Like this game's gonna be,
over 60-point combined.
Yeah, I
You think it's gonna be a
predicted
good
the
game?
score. But the score, this is my score prediction for. I'm taking Chiefs. Score prediction is gonna be Chiefs 35, Eagles 28. So I think they're gonna put up some insane numbers, and I think that Hurts and Mahomes are gonna have over like 300 yards with like 4 touchdowns or something like that. So. Or more than that. So I don't know, but it was a tough game when I saw it on the schedule to pick, but I cannot root for the Eagles. I can't. So Mahomes is gonna take it here, for sure.
Well, we'll see how their picks turn out. And now we got some upsets, and good weekend overall about sports. So next week, Thanksgiving games. Thanksgiving.
Oh, yes. True. Thanksgiving games next week.
You just want to pick that right now?
Sure, because we're not going to have a show until a couple weeks.
Yeah, so
we
Seahawks.
got Seahawks and Niners.
Well, that's going to be a dead game.
That's battle for the NFC West right there. So
I think we could put up a fight, but I think San Francisco
is it in
take that.
San Fran or Seattle?
I think it's in San Francisco.
Oh, wow. That's going to be a tough game for y'all to win.
Right? I think we have 2 road games. I'm not sure. Totally.
That's gonna be a crazy game.
What week is it next week?
Week 12.
This is week 11.
So with this game.
Yeah. So.
In
Seattle. In Seattle though.
Wow. So we got. Well, we know the Lions play every single year on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Packers, Lions. I think. Yeah. Are we gonna see Lions win? Lions win on Thanksgiving.
We have 4 games on Thanksgiving or 3.
I think we have 3.
We have 4.
No,
just 3. Yeah. Okay, so we got Packers, Lions,
49ers.
Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving, unfortunately. And then, yes, we have the Niners and Seahawks. These 3 games are going to be interesting. I do have Detroit beating Green Bay for sure. I got the Commanders. I can't stand Dallas, so I'm taking the Commanders. I know that sounds crazy.
I'm thinking Dallas on that one.
Well, I had a feeling you would say that. And the Niners-Seahawks game, that game is going to be so hard. That's the Thursday night football game on Thanksgiving. Wow.
I mean, I'm going to take Seattle at the Dome.
Well,
come on.
I know you're going to pick your team. I'm going with San Fran.
All right.
100% for sure.
Want to pick the Patriots-Giants game while we're at it?
I guess. I mean.
Battle for second pick. I'm gonna take Patriots in this one. I think they're gonna win.
Can't go against my team on this one. Giants for sure, but I don't think that they're gonna win. I mean, I guess we're picking games already.
So, well, that does it for this week of Al and Vince's podcast.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and we'll see you all on the other side.